Hi everyone, it's Steph. I thought I wanted to jump on today and just talk to you a little bit about what I do and what it is that I really enjoy and how I want to make a difference in people's lives. I currently at the moment run meditation sessions. This is where my real passion is, in the basis that I like people to come to me. They start off with an unfocused mind, they are lacking clarity and they don't know which step next to take. I want to help people to sit in silence, go on a guided meditation, open up and look for the answers within. Now, I did what was called a Mastering Your Mind course, which is recognising the need to look within and also finding the answers that we have internally and working through them to make our lives a lot happier, positive and more focused. Now, the thought process is how we consider something via our mind, and it's how we engage in our problem solving, reasoning and how we also make decisions, which is why it's important to clear the mind and think of and focus on that situation with clarity. So some ways that we can improve our thought process couldn't be by getting enough sleep, having fun, laughter, joy, becoming active, staying organised and most importantly eating and drinking healthily. I am outside every single day. I always have a walk. I incorporate that into my daily routine because it is where I can allow my mind to focus purely on what it is that I need to do. I have a spiritual chatter with my spiritual friends. We assess situations and try and find solutions to those, as well as allowing me to open up my creative channels. Now, meditation, what is it? In different cultures and various other beliefs, meditation is the quietening of the mind. Now, it is a technique that we can help to train our focus and awareness, which helps us to achieve a mentally clear, emotionally calm and stable state. That is what it means for me. So it's to train my focus and my awareness to achieve my own emotionally calm, relaxed state. I look at situations a lot more differently now. I am able to switch off on a night, whereas before I would still be lying in bed thinking about the next day, going through everything that I've had to do. But for me, that is what meditation is. Different people have different opinions on it, but that is my thought process in regards to that. Now, meditation works with our brain waves, and our brain waves are our electromagnetic energy, and it can help alter the electrical activity within the brain, all through breathing. So brain waves are produced when the neurons within the brain communicate with each other, and we have a range of brain waves depending on our thoughts, activities, emotions and our behaviours. Now, if it's working at a slow frequency, we tend to feel more tired, more relaxed, more gentle and more at ease. And when they are working on a higher frequency, we are alert and focused. We are switched on right in the moment. Now, there's 5 different types of brainwaves. So there is the alpha and the beta, which is what I tend to work within on the meditation. So the alpha is the being state, and that works between 8 and 12 hertz. So that would generally be the beginning of the meditation, and that is what helps us to relax. The beta state, which is our doing state, runs at 12 to 30 hertz. That is when we are focusing on our goals, we're planning, we're doing our focused activities, painting, that kind of thing. That's when we're in the doing state, shopping, actively doing things. The other ones, which are, we don't tend to focus on them so much, but the other ones are gamma, which runs at 38 to 42 hertz, which is where we have our intense focus. So this is where we are solely and purely focused upon what it is that we're doing, and that reduces our depressive thoughts and our feelings. The delta state, which is our deepest state of sleep, runs at 0 to 4 hertz. And then we have our theta state, which is where our third eye is opening up. It helps with our wisdom and our positive mental state, and that's almost like our daydreaming state. That runs at 3 to 8 hertz. That is when we are solely in another world. We've been taken off on a little floating cloud into our own different mind and thoughts. Those are brainwaves, and that is what we focus on when we're meditating. Centering and balancing is another term that I may use. Understanding what centering is about the here and now. It's a process where we do not feel anything, any emotions, not happy nor sad, we just feel neutral. You are alert but calm, and you feel alive and focused. That for me is centering. I don't feel anything, I am centered, I am whole, I am calm. Now, when you're out of centre, you can feel like you've taken on too much. Your energy feels very scattered. You try and multitask many different things. And sometimes we have, when you have that sluggish lull on the afternoon where you can't really focus, that is what it is when we're out of centre. You'll have to excuse me, I have got my little notes here. Now, you can also be easily distracted, and you start with a negative self-chatter. I can't do this, I don't think I can do this. You crave sugary things, you want to have a little bit of a boost. That's when we're out of centre, and it's important to recognise that, because then we're able to bring ourselves back. A lot of us are out of centre most of the day, so that is nothing unusual. It's a habit that we have created in order for us to cope with everyday life. This is what we do. Now, we rely on our intuition and we trust the judgment that we have, and this is how we go about our daily life. Now, if we're looking for fulfillment or finding alternative work or the need for more money, mentally we're affected as well. So we may feel that we can't cope with things. There's a lot of things going on in our head, and there's two ways to enable us to centre ourselves. That can be through awareness and strategy. So the true point of our centre is where the navel is, and Carl Jung has developed 4 centres of intelligence. There's the physical self, the physical itself, which is where you utilise all your 5 senses to experience life. So that's the sensing type, that's the gut. Then there is the feeling, which is if you understand your life expressions through emotions, then you tend to favour the emotional centre. The intuitive, where is if you experience life in a spiritual way, then you may favour the spiritual centre. And the thinking, whereas if you understand your life experiences through thoughts and mental capacity, then you favour the mental centre. So to bring your awareness to the body centre, all you need to do is focus on the area below your navel. So you have to stand with your feet slightly apart and imagine there is a cord coming from your crown chakra, which is located here. Place both hands on your navel and relax the body whilst the head is aware. Alternatively, there is another way. You can simply put your feet flat on the floor, take some deep breaths and focus on the soles of your feet, which help to ground you into Mother Earth, and that is a simple process which helps us to bring ourselves back to now. Recognising when we're out of centre is important. So if you want to focus on an activity that can bring you back to the present moment and helping with the thought process on that. Journaling, I've spoken about this before, it's an important process in any meditation journey. When I look back at what I originally did when I first started meditating to where I am now, my thoughts are a lot more, I approach them with much more clarity. I feel more at ease. I'm able to understand why I felt that emotion. I understand the need for me to let go of certain things. That is how I process, and it shows me what areas I still need to work in. We are continuously learning, and this is what's important. When you look at your journaling, you will see how much progression you have made, what progression we need to make, and how we can go about that. But I will do a separate video on journaling and show you how to journal. Right, grounding and protecting ourselves is important, what I feel, via meditation. I always protect my energy because we are energetically connected, but there is energy all around us, and it is vital for me to, as I spoke about before, ground ourselves. So we can do that by visualising the soles of our feet have roots coming down deep into the earth, which then can help anchor us and keep us grounded. And protection, which is a translucent bubble which is around my energy field, which helps protect my energy. We can pick up energy from everywhere, and that is what is important about grounding and protecting ourselves. Now, breath check, which is important, and this is where we as adults have changed our breathing patterns and we haven't actually recognised that we've done that. If you take a moment, just take a nice deep breath in, and I'll let you to do that. And then breathe out. I want you to do it again this time, but put one hand on your stomach and one hand on your upper chest, and really focus on what hand moves. Is it the top one or is it the bottom one? Take a nice deep breath in and out, and repeat if necessary. Now, 9 times out of 10, the upper hand tends to move because as adults, we have learned how to do breathing from our upper chest. Children tend to breathe more from their stomach. They take it all in and then we release. We have busy lives, and this is why we tend to breathe from the upper chest, which is what can bring on. And sometimes when people feel a little bit anxious, they have a panic attack, they feel that they cannot breathe because they're not focusing on their stomach breathing. That is not something that would come easily to somebody that has anxiety, and it is something that would be practiced upon and something that would help them in the long term, but it does take practice because we are used to doing that upper chest breathing. Practice at least once a day for 20-minute sessions, just breathing in through your stomach and out through your mouth. Repeat it as necessary as you can. You can even do it whilst you're doing chores or reading. Just think, oh, how am I breathing? And then focus upon that. Meditation can be done either sat down on the floor, ensuring that the spine is in alignment, you are sat upright, you are aware of your posture. You can sit with your legs crossed in the lotus position. You can also sit on a chair if necessary, and you can also lie down. It really is entirely up to you how you wish to do your meditation. I do seated ones, I do lying down ones, I do a whole variety. It all depends on how I feel at that moment, and I go with what my intuition is guiding me to do. Chakras is something I do focus upon in my meditation, and my belief system is that we have our 7 main chakras. I will talk about that in another video because at the moment it is information overload, but generally that is what I enjoy doing. And for my spiritual path and my journey, I enjoy composing my own meditations. I enjoy reading them. I enjoy seeing people go on that journey and making a difference in their life. There is another part of me that also focuses on mindfulness, which is different for meditation. Meditation will take you on that journey within, where mindfulness will bring you to the present moment and focus on the here and now. They are very similar, but my system and belief system is that when I meditate, I go within. When I'm mindful, I am present. That is how I interpret the difference between the two. It really is just calming the mind, allowing the mind to empty, and trusting your intuition and focusing on you as a whole person. And that's really it. Now, I do sessions every 2nd and 4th Sunday of the month, and I also will be doing them on a Thursday, which is the mini moments. That is a pure relaxation where we do go through every part of our body, and the Sundays are more the guided meditations which take you on a journey within. Again, if you wish to know more, check out my Facebook page, which is Inner Nurture Therapies, or my Instagram page, which is also Inner Nurture Therapies. Alternatively, you can check out my website, which is in the bio. I think it's below. Right, that's about it. Have an amazing day, and I'll hope to catch up with you again soon. Bye.